One of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to filing in Chapter 7 or filing in Chapter 13 is they do not think the whole process through. When I say think the whole process through, they don't think about how much debt they have, whether they should pay all their debt back by filing Chapter 13, or they should file Chapter 7 and just get rid of the debt and start all over. Another mistake people make is they do not pick the right attorney. Some people just don't know that if you're looking to file bankruptcy, you should ask within your network. You should ask your friends, you should ask your neighbors, or ask a relative, because it is somebody in your network that has gone through the same thing that you have gone through. But because you are ashamed or scared to say you are going through this, that's how you suffer. You're suffering in silence because you're scared to let someone know that you're having issues or you're having problems. So the purpose of this video today is for you to get out of your own way and, explore your options. Talk to some friends, talk to some family members, get advice. Because I always say the biggest love that I can get when it comes to somebody buying a car from me is a referral. Why is a referral more important than someone just hearing my advertising on the radio or seeing my social media ad or one of my TV ads? A referral, that person already trusts you. They either bought a car from me, or they referred somebody to me, or they heard about me. When it comes to filing bankruptcy, whether you're doing a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13, if you know someone that actually went through the same situation, or in the same situation you're in, or maybe someone has already had a conversation with this bankruptcy attorney, they feel safe. Because anything that you go through in life, you want to feel safe, right? You want to know that my business is not, nobody else would know my business, or they're going to give you the right advice that's going to help you, not just going to help them and line their pocket. Because what I find with a lot of customers that file bankruptcy is that they go from a Chapter 13 to a 7. A Chapter 13 is when you pay all your debtors back. You get on a payment plan to repay all your debt. And it really depends on how long it's going to take to pay your debt off. It depends on how long you're going to be in your bankruptcy. So if you have a 4-year plan or a 5-year plan when it comes to in your Chapter 7 bankruptcy, that's how long that they figure it's going to take to pay your bills off. Now, when you file Chapter 13, a lot of things are involved in that process, right? A lot of things. That means that, you have to get a payoff or find out, you have to find out how much is owed on your particular debt. And then everything is based around how much you owe, right? And then what your monthly payments will be. In some cases, you might have more going out than what you got coming in, more going out to your debtors than coming in. If you want to take a vacation or just take a splurge and do something, you can't, because you already have this money coming out your account before you even get your monies. People that file Chapter 13 because they can't handle the debt or they can't handle the plan of, being in their plan for that 4 or 5 years, you know what they do? They go ahead and they file a Chapter 13. A Chapter 7. They dismiss the Chapter 13 and they automatically go to a 7. Now that's not smart at all. And the reason I say that's not smart is because that's still going to be on your credit. When it comes to a car finance looking at your credit, they say, okay, you filed a Chapter 13, it's dismissed, and now you filed a Chapter 7 and it's discharged. They're confused. They're confused that you didn't make a good decision. And why would they want to lend to you if you're making a mistake? First of all, everybody make mistakes, but why would they want to lend to you if you filed a Chapter 13? You see what kind of situation you was in financially, but then now you filed a Chapter 7 and you discharged it. The finance company do give you a loan. What happens is they're going to give you a loan at a higher interest rate. They're going to charge you more. When I say more, you're not going to pay the interest rate. Maybe you got it maybe 14 or 15%. They're going to charge you state max. And Michigan, the state max on a auto loan is 25%. Now, it depends on what state you live in, right? Depends on what your max interest rate is on a car loan. So what I'm saying is, make a good decision. Get with the right bankruptcy attorney. Ask for a referral, right? Ask for a referral. And then You know what? If you don't know anybody that's in that same situation that you in, you know what you can do? You can call the bankruptcy attorney office, and whoever answers the phone, they got a secretary or you talk to an attorney. Do you know anybody that you get comfortable that you have done business with? Talk to me, because, we talk to referral. Now, most people are private when it comes to their personal information, right? But sometimes people will say, or the attorney will say, you know what? I have someone that they filed a Chapter 7, they filed a Chapter 13, and they'll talk to you. They'll tell you how I took care of them. They may not do this, right? They may say, you don't have any referrals, but you know what? Yes, they do. You always want to say, you know what? Is there anybody that you can refer to me? Or you have any referrals, any references that I could talk to? Someone that used your services, and I want to talk to them. I just want to see if they have a good experience with you. And then if that doesn't work and they say no, the old thing, what you could do, what everybody does now is go to Google. Go see if there's anything out there that someone has said good about that attorney. In the car business now, I'm Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. People Google me. They give me reviews. After people buy a car from me now, I'm asking a lot of my customers for a review. Go on Google and give me a review. Because a lot of people go off of reviews, right? So the best thing you can do is you don't have to even ask the bankruptcy attorney anything. Go put their name in Google. Look for reviews. Are people happy? Are they happy with the services? That's just the best way. If you're going shopping for a suit or a dress or a pair of shoes, what do? Do you look in the newspapers, or you look on the internet to see what the best deal you can get? Do you do that? What kind of shoes do you wear on your feet? Or what kind of suits do you wear? How's that suit jacket feel on you? Different name brands, it doesn't matter. Ask a friend, how do those shoes feel on your feet? Are they comfortable? Do they make you walk and you glide? These are things that you ask when you're buying something new. If you're not asking your friends, you're going to the store and you're saying to that salesperson that's actually selling you that shoe or that suit, what is your experience with this shoe? Or what is your experience with this suit I'm looking to buy? Or this jacket I'm looking to buy? So the purpose of this video is that I want you to ask for references or referrals or Google them. That's things that you can just Google. Google. I learned about Google about 10 years ago. And you know what? A lot of people, when they're looking for me, if they're looking to deal with a salesperson or person that deals with bad credit, they Google it. And then I come up in the search engine. I've been out there so long now when it comes to dealing with customers with bad credit or bruised credit, is that I'm part of the search engine, right? I'm part of it because I've been doing it so long and I've been educating folks. So if you don't get anything in this video, is that you need to do a Google search on that particular attorney, or just put in who is one of the best bankruptcy attorneys in the area, wherever you live, and some names will pop up. And then you call them, you have conversations. I would take on 3 and just call and have conversations with them. Do they have that warm personality? Do they have good bedside manners? Those are the things you want to find out. Do they have good bedside manners? No, they're not a doctor, right? But I look at it, if you are looking at my credit and you help me with my finance because I'm trying to get my financial things in order, I want you to have good, I want to call bedside manners. I want you to have good manners. I want you to make me feel that I'm the most important person right now in front of you. That you have a snapshot of the issues that I've had, and you're going to help solve my problems by putting me in the best plan, whether it's going to be a Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Because remember, when you file a Chapter 13 and you file a Chapter 7, you are still paying your attorney. You are still paying your attorney monies, right? When you file a Chapter 13, you're going to pay for your attorney more. You're going to pay more money with your attorney when you file a Chapter 13. Why? It's because you have to keep him longer in your life. If you file a Chapter 7, you pay all your debts. You don't pay anybody back. You walk away. Chapter 7, you walk away. and you're done with your attorney within 90 to 120 days, which is 3 or 4 months. Chapter 7, again, I'm going to say it again. Chapter 7, you walk away from your bankruptcy attorney early, right? Well, you're done. You file Chapter 13, you're going to be with that bankruptcy attorney for 4 or 5 years, or depending on your repayment plan to your debtors. That's how long that you're going to be involved with the courts. That's how long you're going to be involved with your bankruptcy attorney. And then you also can't do anything without permission. You can't buy a car. You can't do anything financially without asking the court. You can't. You can't. You can say you can, but you can't. Unless you're going to put a car in somebody else's name. And you're gonna put a car in somebody else's name. Then you have to ask the bankruptcy courts for permission. But when you file bankruptcy, Chapter 13, they own you. They own you until your debts are done. They own you. So just make a good decision whether you're gonna file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Don't make those mistakes. All right. See you in the next video.